Welcome to the Strive here at Oak City Baptist Church, where we are standing on the promises of God.
Welcome to the Strive Podcast. My name is Art Threatt. I am here with Sean McNair and Chris McDougal. We're from Oak City Baptist Church. Young men, I really appreciate y'all coming out today and doing this podcast with me. This is the first time for me, and it's the first time for y'all. So we're just going to be ourselves. We're going to talk, do whatever, okay? First thing I want to ask about is as teenagers. Now, when my kids were teenagers, I knew where to find them. I could go to the mall any Saturday afternoon. They're hanging out with particular people at the mall. Sean, what do you do on Saturday afternoons when you're hanging out?
Usually when I'm by myself, or I'm on the computer playing video games, or if I want to hang out with friends, we usually go play basketball, go to the mall, something like that.
Oh, something like that. And Chris?
Usually I'm at the gym at the Y playing basketball, or what Sean said, I'm with him or with my friends, anywhere at the mall.
Okay, so y'all basically hanging out playing basketball.
Yes, sir.
Sean, you're on social media.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm assuming you're on Facebook.
No,
You're not on Facebook?
that's a little outdated.
All the churches are on Facebook. So what are you saying about Facebook?
Kind of old.
Facebook's for old people.
Okay, so you're saying Facebook for us old folks.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of social media are you on? Are you on Instagram?
Instagram.
You on Instagram? Okay, your folks on you on Instagram?
Yeah.
They
Pretty
on
sure,
Instagram?
yeah.
Are they on Instagram with you?
No.
Oh, so it's like that. Same thing.
I use Snapchat. And
Snapchat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, one of these kind of, which one that they put stuff on and you can take it down real quick so your parents don't see it?
Snapchat.
Snapchat. So that's why you're on Snapchat?
That's not the reason.
That's not the reason.
not the reason.
But you are on Snapchat?
Yes.
Okay. What other social media are you on?
Occasionally TikTok.
TikTok?
Right.
Let's talk about TikTok for a minute. TikTok has messed me up. Okay, and I'm serious. You see this mark I got right here? It came from TikTok. Honest to goodness. I was on TikTok, wasn't looking at church stuff. Now, I do get on TikTok to see fishing, and I get on TikTok to see church stuff. Okay, because there are people talking about church stuff on TikTok. But I was on TikTok one day, and it was about 11:30 Saturday night. My wife was watching TV. And I was on TikTok and I was drinking water. And something real funny came on TikTok. And I started laughing. I mean, it just had me going. And I started drinking water and started strangling. So I went to the bathroom because, y'all know my wife. You know how she is. I ain't throw up on the floor or nothing. Went to the bathroom, bam, hit my eye, hit it right there, just cut it open on the toilet paper holder. So be careful on TikTok.
Okay.
But TikTok is addictive. And I tell people that all the time. Be careful on TikTok. And in fact, I want to say that about anything on social media. You got to be careful because do you watch anything, Sean, that's church related on social media?
Yeah.
What's that? The church service?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
I do watch the church service.
What's church service?
Yeah, and sometimes I do find on TikTok, I have some church-related things on TikTok.
Right.
Okay. Speaking of church, we don't have a lot of kids coming to church the way we want them to. What do you think is the main reason that kids just don't come to church?
I feel like kids don't probably think that maybe it's not important or maybe that's just boring to them. And so that's why they probably don't want to go.
You think it's boring and it's not important, but a lot of kids that were raised in church are not coming to church. You still think that's the reason? Just not interested in them?
It might be that case, but also I feel like since we're growing up, we want to do more things than just go to church.
So you want that freedom?
Yes, sir.
But now, Chris, I'm gonna get on you a little bit. You're only talking about a few hours a week coming to church.
That's true.
Okay. So what's your response to that, Sean? What's your responsibility? We're talking about a few hours now. Now we ain't talking about a whole day. Used to be back in the day when we went to church, you go to church for 3-4 hours every Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday you in for hours. And then some other day you in for hours. But we're only talking about maybe 2 hours.
Well, I think that a lack of youth in the church is also a problem, just because we don't really have a group of people that we could connect with a lot.
Oh,
So it's like,
you need that comfort of hanging out with people your age.
yeah,
So I'm not cool to hang out with.
I didn't say that.
I understand that. Keeping it real, if you had to, as a young adult, and we're gonna keep this, church people gonna be looking at this. But if you had a day that you could do anything you wanted to, Sean, what would you do? One day, parents had no say in it. You could do anything you want to do. What would that be?
Play games, hang out with my friends.
That's probably stuff you do now.
Yeah,
So you living the life.
something like that.
All right, Chris, what would you do if you had one day where you could just the whole day is yours? What would you
Or
do?
that I want to play basketball. That's
Okay.
most of the time.
Most of the time.
And then hang out with friends. I always have to get a workout in because, gotta stay fit for basketball.
Oh, okay. So are you doing that now?
Yes, sir.
So y'all living the life, right? You doing it. If it's that one thing you wanted to do in life, you living that. That is so cool. As a teenager now, let's keep this. What are your goals in life? What do you want to be when you get old dude like me? What's gonna be your goal?
I want to be able to support a family. That would be great. And kind of have enough stability to do whatever I like to.
Do whatever you like to. So you want to be a real man, support that family like real men.
Yeah.
Chris, what would be your goal and like your team as a goal when you get be us old fogey?
Stability.
Stability.
And also, I don't have to worry about like financial problems for my family or like anyone around me. And so I feel like that's very important.
Okay, so you want to be financially fit.
Yes, sir.
Good to go. Okay, speaking of financially, if I gave you, Sean, $1 million right now, I want you to answer this right because you go to church now. If I gave you $1 million right now, say, hey, it's yours, what would you do with that $1 million?
Put some of it in church or something like that. Yeah.
Get that part right.
Put some of it in church, save a good amount of it.
Right.
And I'd probably, I don't know, play around with the rest of it.
So you going to have them buy a car?
Yeah. Get luxury items. That's
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, at least you're doing the right thing with the first 10%. Now, you said put something, just go ahead with the whole 10%
Yeah.
plus. Okay. Chris.
I put it into church also because,
You would tag.
Yeah.
You didn't say that because Sean said it.
no, of course not.
I know you folks. Yeah. I believe you would. Go ahead.
Invest. I would also invest.
Love it. Love it. See, that's what young people don't do today. And we don't teach that in church the way we should. We should be teaching y'all to invest, to look forward to the future. I happen to retire at an early age, and most people's opinion at 57. But my young son said he gonna retire at 45. So
Wow.
if he got a goal to do that, you got to set those goals. You got to want to. You got to say you're going to. But we need to financially teach our young people to be financially fit, to invest. Invest in stocks now and invest in stuff now. Okay. That's great to hear y'all say that. What do you hope, Chris, to accomplish in life? Besides being financially fit, what do you hope to accomplish in life?
I want to accomplish like getting respect from other people, and also like probably like the main accomplishment that I want is going to college and playing basketball in college, and then if I get the chance playing professionally, it can be in the NBA or out in like Australia or something like that.
So you really black basketball.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
that must have came on because I remember at one time you weren't into basketball, I
No.
don't think. So it's just has taken you over now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and speaking of basketball, we're going to just kind of get off subject. Who's your favorite player?
Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You play basketball like that too?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Not as much as him.
No. Okay, so you ain't planning on being pro.
No.
Okay, so you saying you ain't as good as this?
I didn't say that. I beat multiple times. Yeah.
Most of the time, but you ain't that ain't your goal. Huh?
No.
Who's your favorite player?
Giannis. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Kyrie. I ain't saying that because Kyrie went to Duke and I'm a State fan, but Kyrie, okay, he's a ball player. Okay. Good goals to accomplish in life. What would you be? What would be your dream job? Sean, let me start with you. I mean, just your dream job.
So I make a little bit of music. So I would like to, travel and, kind of just do that, perform music. That would be nice.
Perform music.
Perform
So
music,
be like Prince type music, or
That would be nice. Yeah.
you become Prince status, bro. You can be all right. So your dream job, if you could just snap your fingers and 10 years from now, you would be a performer like Prince.
Yeah.
Okay, a dream job. Chris, I kind of know what your dream job would be. What would your dream job be?
NBA player.
NBA player. That's so good. Well, hey, I'm gonna tell both of y'all. Whether I don't know if you got a voice or not, but if you have a goal, okay, you pray about it and you go for it. Okay, you just go with the flow. If you want to be an NBA player, you got to go for it. You got to work out, like you say, you got to hit the gym. You got to work on them skills. You got to be able to be dribble better than me. I can't dribble a ball. Now I can do a set shot and I can hit you and I can kill you at the free throw line. But you got to be able to do it all. You know how it is, right? Sean, take them finger lessons and go for it. But that's stuff you have to go for.
Right.
But the main thing you have to do is you have to pray about it. You pray about it, and then you ask the Lord to lead you, and you go for it. If you got a dream, go for it. Now, you ain't going to always hit that dream. You know what? You shoot for the stars, you may land on the moon. Or shoot for the moon, you may end on the stars, whatever. But you got to go for those goals. Whatever whatever you want, you got to go for it. What would you do? Now, I have an answer to this, and I'm going to ask both of y'all this. Okay, I'm going to start with you, Sean. What do you think is the hardest job in the world?
The hardest job. Man, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think I can answer that
You
question.
don't think you answer that question?
No.
Okay, well, I tell you, it ain't being a UPS man, because I work for UPS for 36 years. That ain't the hardest job. It's hard, but it's not the hardest. Chris, what do you think is the hardest job in the world?
Well, like my parents told me all the time, the hardest job in the world is being a parent.
That's probably the second hardest job in the world. Okay. All right, let me tell y'all listen. This is the hardest job in the world. Being a husband. Don't tell my wife. Well, she probably won't see it.
She might see it.
Being a husband is the hardest job in the world. I mean, I know a lot of men out there going, man, you right on, bro. Being a parent is the second hardest job because we really have responsibility to you as a parent to try to get you to become great young men, to involve you in stuff that's positive, to keep you out of jail, to keep you out of from getting all these girls pregnant. We always get into that. Little girls being pregnant, but they don't get pregnant by themselves. So, but being a parent is a hard job, and I respect you for saying that because that means that you respect your parents.
I do.
Okay, and I know you better. I know your mom.
Yeah.
But that is a very hard job, and it's a tedious job, and it's a job that we as adults have to keep prayed up about because we pray for y'all. I got a 30-year-old and a 33-year-old. I'm still praying for them. Okay, if I have to, I still lay hands on them. Hallelujah. But anyway, we have to keep praying for y'all. We have to keep leading y'all the right way. We want to keep y'all in church. Now, let me ask y'all something as far as going to church. If you had the opportunity to be in church as much you are in church or not, what will your choice be, Chris?
I would go to church.
You would go to church?
I would go to church because even though I might not like everything in church, I think it's still important, and it builds a good base.
Good base. Yeah, absolutely right. What are some things you like in church, and what are some things you don't like in church?
I like the music. I like how everyone's a family in church.
Yeah, especially Oak City.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very very loving. Yeah.
Everyone's excited, and it's not like hard to talk to people at church.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
Yeah, and they'll come up to you too.
Yeah.
Especially if they hadn't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Hey man, you growing up, you know, we will do that in church. What are some negatives in church, you think?
Negatives.
Yeah. Now you said good and bad. What are some,
There are some good and
what are
bad.
some things that you think? You mean not per se Oak City, but church in general. What are some things you would say that's not good in church?
I would say, sometimes, well, personally, sometimes it might be like maybe a little bit boring.
So the sermon may be boring.
Yeah.
You ain't getting it. Yeah. Sometimes I can understand that. Sean, what are some things you like about church, and then what are some negatives about church?
Like he said, it's like we're like a family.
Yeah.
So much of a family that I don't know everyone who comes up to me and says, "Hey, Sean, how you doing?" But, some things I don't like. It is kind of boring sometimes, but we are doing youth church now, and that's been an improvement.
Yeah, you kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it carries you away from the old folks. Right?
Yeah, it goes a lot faster.
You go a lot faster. Yeah. I think that's got a different the way he's doing it. Yeah. Sean, staying with you. Do your friends attend church? I mean, I know you got friends. Do you talk to them? Do they attend church on a regular basis, or they don't talk about church or what?
Sometimes they do. I don't really know about church specifically, but I do always try to talk about that type of stuff sometimes.
Back on church. Yeah. So you don't really know if they attend church?
Not all of them, no.
This is off, and I'm gonna come back to you, Chris. Do you know if your friends are saved or not?
I can't say all of them are now.
You can't say all of them are?
No.
You can't say all of them aren't either, right?
No.
Okay. Chris, the friends that you hang out with the most, I know they balling, right?
Yeah.
Did they ever say words that would lead you to believe they're not in church, or?
You know, some of them, but that's only like a small percent of my friends. I would say a majority of them do go to church.
Right.
Not Oak City, but other churches.
They do go to church.
Yes.
Yeah. Do they ever talk about church? Do they enjoy church, or they just like y'all parents bring them there and they have to be there?
Yeah, mostly that.
Mostly that. Okay. So when you get grown, you grow up, do your thing. Are you going to go to church?
I'm going to go to church.
You're going to go to church?
Yes.
You positive about that?
I am very positive because I'm planning on having children. Right. And so if I want to I have to be a role model for them.
Right.
So if I go to church, they have to go to church too. And so, like I said before, it will build them a good base.
Right. Sean?
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. Don't you ain't got to get the same answer, be honest.
All right, hold on. Repeat the question so I can fully answer. Yeah.
Before you answer, yeah. When you become grown, grow up, folks ain't making you go to church. Are you still gonna go to church?
Yeah, I will.
You think you will?
Mm-hmm. I think even like times now that I don't really want to go to church, but I gotta go to church, I usually find something valuable out of it. So.
Okay, so you get something out of church.
Yeah.
Okay, so it don't put you to sleep.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. You need to quit it. Okay. All right, gentlemen. And I ask you that, when it comes to maybe not just the church, but what do you need more of in your life? Okay.
I need more motivation to do things. Like school is not really that. it doesn't register as something that's like that important. I don't know.
You need motivation.
Yeah.
So you need me to carry you out on the street
Oh my
and
God.
say, this guy right here, because he didn't go to school, he ain't educated, couldn't get a job, he's on the street. Is that what I need? That kind of
No,
motivation I
not
need?
that kind of
What kind of
motivation.
motivation do I need?
Like positive motivation. Yeah.
That ain't positive?
No.
Okay. So I need to motivate you. Okay. Chris, same question.
Sean took my answer. I was gonna say motivation too.
You need to be motivated.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm more motivated than Sean for school because
Well, let me say this right here now. Motivation and doing stuff in school is good, but I'm not saying this for y'all per se, but people always talking about getting good grades, going to college. College ain't for everybody. Okay, I want you to always remember that. Okay, there are multimillionaires out here now who did not attend college or didn't finish college. And I think the guy that started up Apple, I think he dropped out of college. A lot of these guys that's got are multi-million, if not billionaires. Okay, but you got to have a goal. Okay, you got to be motivated to be that ball. And I ain't just not all ball players that make big money. Got big money.
yeah.
A lot of them broken than I am. Okay, so it's all about one thing: how you invest your money, what you do with your money. But it ain't all about college. And I tell people all the time, they want to get good grades, they want to go to college. Well, what you want to do in college? Okay, you got to have a goal.
Right.
Okay, and college don't always lead to those goals. They don't always lead to the perfect job. Okay, what would your perfect job be if you had the perfect job? Did I ask you that question?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't do it. But that perfect job, it's not gonna always lead to that perfect job of singing, going to school. Now it may help if you go to school and you take singing lessons or learn really how to sing the opera types or whatever, Prince, move like Prince or whatever. So schooling may help, but that don't mean that schooling is the way. Because there are people that have started in their own studios and become great. Okay. What would you eliminate if you had to eliminate something? Now, you need more motivation, but if you had to eliminate something in your life right now, Sean, what would it be? That would help you. Now, okay, you don't want to eliminate people.
No.
What would you eliminate in your life to help you out?
Stress.
Stress. Sean, how old are you?
17.
What are you stressed about, bro?
School.
School?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, kind of. I mean, I try not to be, but
Why are you stressed about school? All you got to do is do your work and go to school.
because I don't always do my work, but
Okay, so you're stressed about stuff that you're bringing on yourself.
Yeah.
You're trying to eliminate something that you can change.
yeah.
Stress. Don't pay him no mind. If you had to eliminate something in your life to help you along, what would you eliminate?
I promise you. Sean took my answer again. I was gonna say stress.
say stress?
I was gonna say stress.
So what are you stressed about? I mean, y'all teenagers, young teenagers. What are you? What stresses you out? I know I need your folks.
It's not.
Can't be school.
No, it's school.
So is it? I must be not understanding because when I went to school, when I was in high school, man, I had fun every day. Okay, I get it though. It's a little different. I grew up in the country. There was nothing else for us to do. Went to school. We loved it, right? So, but what's stressing you in school besides getting good grades?
Well, that's not really. Yeah, getting good grades. You know, I always want to try to get good grades.
Right.
But also, I would say, you know, math right now is kind of stressing me.
Oh, so it ain't. It's stressing you because you're not good at math.
No, I'm good at math.
Okay. So why is it stressing you?
Because, you know, our EOC is coming up, and so I want to make sure I do good on it.
Okay.
And also, I think I did the ACT, and I forgot what score I got on it, but I want to make sure I get a good score. So,
So now you want to get good scores on these so you can go to college?
yes, sir.
Okay, so your aim is to do good in school, so you're a little stressed out. Do you pray about it for you?
I do pray about
You
it.
do pray for
Yes.
the taking test? Do you go in there with confidence?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, Mr. Stress on school. Do you put down the ball for a minute and steady instead of picking up the ball and thinking about it later? Okay. Do you put that video game down and pick up the books?
No, never,
Never.
never.
That's why you That's why you
That's why you're stressed.
Yeah, that's why
Yep.
y'all be stressed, right? See, okay, now back in the day when I grew up, you came home, I had to feed the chicken, feed the pigs, do my homework. Okay. And my dad drove long distance. But he would know if I did that or not. All right? Because my mom would tell her. And if I didn't do it, there's this thing called a belt that they used back in the day. They don't use that no more. Okay?
They did it on me.
Huh?
They did it on me.
Did?
Yeah.
Did it help?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Don't put that out there.
Yeah.
Folks use belts on you. Okay? You ain't never get over it.
No, he has.
Yeah, we never got a whooping. That's yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all have been disciplined. Let's put it.
Yeah.
Put it right. Okay, so y'all will eliminate stress that y'all causing on y'allself. Okay. Sean, what is your biggest fear in life?
Talking to me? You talking to Sean?
No,
Sean.
Chris. Yeah, I'm talking to Sean. Chris, what is your biggest fear in life?
Not succeeding.
Being a failure.
Yes, sir.
What's a failure?
I would say a failure is someone, like, you know you can do something, but, like, you don't do those things, like, to get to that, like, potential you could be. So, like, let's say, if, like, so personally, I know that I can do much better than math, but I'm lazy sometimes, so
Oh, you playing ball.
I'm playing ball.
Right.
And so I feel like I'm not doing enough studying or anything like that to reach my full, like, potential for math.
So you're most afraid of failure.
Yes.
Failure as far as failing in math or failing in school or not getting fully where you want to be.
Or like basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your biggest fear?
Same thing he said,
What's that?
and also like me not living up to my own expectations of myself.
Your only expectation of yourself. What you think you ought to be.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think you ought to be? A preacher?
No.
Just that. What do you think you ought to be?
I mean, I'm still figuring that out, but
That's a great answer because I see people in their 40s trying to figure out what they want to be still. But you can't stop.
Right.
You got to have goals. You got to go for it. So you still figuring out what you want to be. Okay, what you want to do. How successful you want to be.
right.
But you're going to make money.
Yeah.
What's your parents?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When you become successful, how are you going to give back to the church, Sean? How are you going to give back to the church? Besides financially. How are you going to give back to the church?
Show up.
Show
I
up.
mean, I have a great role model. My dad, he's always helping out the church. So
Doing stuff in the church.
trying to give my resources, not just financially, but also through my ability to do things.
Do things. So you going to physically be out there doing stuff, helping out.
Yeah.
If possible.
Right.
If there's something for you to do, you're going to, man, we need a lot more people like you in the church
Right.
to do what you're saying. Okay. Chris.
I would say, like, if I've, like, become successful and then go back to the church, then I'm gonna, like more motivate the youth more. So, you know, like,
We need it.
yeah, like motivational speeches and, like Sean said, like physical work.
Yeah.
And so, like, if they see you doing physical work and you're successful, then they'll think, hey, if I do that and keep coming to this church, then
So you got this guy over here that's successful, and he's showing up to church. He's doing stuff. Hey, why can't I?
Sure.
I love that attitude. Love that. Love the way you're saying that. What do you think the church ought to do for you now that the church is not doing for you now? Start with Chris. What is it that you would want the church to do for you now? I'm saying the church. I'm talking about Oak City per se right now.
Well, there's not a lot of things that I would say because they give a lot of support. Like I never feel like I can't talk to anybody there, but I don't really know.
So you right now you feel like, but so let me ask you this: if you thought about something that the church could do to help you, help all the other youth, what would you do with that? Who would you bring that to?
Like probably ask the pastor to like have more. Like I remember when I was younger, my grandpa, we would have for the men's group we would go bowling, and that would be more fun. And so I feel like more activities with the church would help the youth be able to come to church more.
Okay, involve them more.
Yeah.
Okay. Sean, what are some hobbies? Okay, I know. Besides, let's eliminate basketball.
Okay.
All right. What other hobbies do you like? Eliminate playing games. Games and basketball out. What are other hobbies that you like doing? Or what are other things you love to do?
Watch YouTube, sleep.
Watch YouTube. Oh, so you like fun stuff on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. People crashing and whatever.
Not that.
What are some of the hobbies that you like?
I like cooking.
You like cooking?
I do like cooking.
Do you cook for your folks?
Sometimes.
Okay.
That's a
So let me tell you what you do, okay? You cook and have them to test it. Okay? You can tell if they really like it or not. And if they like it, you keep going with it. If they don't, switch it up a little bit. Either too spicy, ain't got enough stuff on it. That's kind of like a joke. Chris, who is your role model? Don't just, I mean, be honest. Whether it's, who would you consider your role model?
I have two right now.
Who are your two role models?
I would say my dad. He's a great role model because he's always talking about how, like, even though he works at a hospital, and so when you're working at a hospital, you're working like, multiple hours, and he keeps pushing through.
Right.
And I would say my second one is recently I saw Pastor Newkirk when I was going to school. It was very cold, and so I saw him running, and it inspired me a lot because Pastor Newkirk, he's not the youngest person. He's not the youngest person, and so to see him keep going and running in the cold was a very inspiring thing to see.
That's inspiring. So it's kind of like, okay, if he can do it, I can get out here, I can get in shape, and improve my endurance.
Yes.
Okay. And I saw him running one day. I wouldn't even try to keep up with him. I just went on by. Yeah. I think he jogs a couple miles a day, miles when he jogs. Yeah. Who's your role model?
Other than my parents, I'd say my friends.
Your friends. Now, you have friends that's role model?
Yeah.
In what way are they role models? Now, I understand the parent type. We always look at our parents. They encourage us. They pray for us. They feed us. They, give us housing. I understand the parents being a role model, and they try to show you the way on what you should do. Not our parents, but a lot of our parents do. Okay. I've never heard someone say their friends are their role model. Explain it. How did your friends are your role model?
So a majority of my friends are like very Christ oriented. So it's like very cool to see their journey through that. And also some of them are older, so I get to kind of relate to them, but they also like kind of know what I'm doing right now. So
what you're going through.
Yeah.
So they encourage you and bring you up.
Right.
That's true. That's the first time I've ever heard a young person say young people are their role models. Most time it's, you know, parents, preachers, basketball players, movie stars, stuff like that. Hardly ever. That's cool. So you must have some real cool friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Not ashamed to bring them around your folks.
No, not at all.
I'm one of them.
We know you one of them. I'm talking about the other friends. What about your friends? Are you ashamed to bring them around your folks?
Most of them.
Most of them.
I might have.
You're not afraid to bring.
Yeah.
You're not ashamed to bring.
Not
them.
ashamed.
But there's a few of them you may hang out with.
Like maybe like one or two. You know, but those are like.
Those are the bad.
Yeah, those are
the bad.
Yeah.
Apples.
Those are like you know if you go to the like, because I have friends that go to the Y and like so if you're playing basketball, there's like maybe like one or two that I would not bring around. Those are just like basketball friends, I would say.
Okay, so they're those friends over there.
Yeah.
But they ain't the friends that you gonna. All right.
Hope they don't see this.
They gonna see it. But they don't know who they're talking about. Okay. We all like to do things and accomplish things. Chris, do you have a bucket list? And what are the things on that bucket list that you've done, and what are the things on the bucket list that you want to do in the future?
So one thing I accomplished off my bucket list is to get more confidence.
Right.
And things that I want to do is, so I'm on right now. I'm trying to like speaking for basketball. I'm trying to learn how to dunk. So that's a
How old?
17.
17. Okay, you better hurry up, cause I'm 5'8". I dunked when I was 18. Don't let me beat you. You taller than me. How tall are you?
5'11", 6 foot.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you how to improve your hop. Ride a bike. Cause in the country, that's how we got around. We rode a bike, and riding that bike, it builds those muscles up where you can hop. Okay, ride a bike. Think I'm joking? I knew some guys spud web fast when I grew up in the country. Could dunk. Because in the country, when you have to ride 12, 14 miles on the bike to get where you're going, you build up certain muscles. So believe me, ride a bike. Okay. Dunking, that's one thing on your bucket list. What else on your bucket list that you
To get into a good college.
get into a good college? In particular college, and watch what you say now. Okay. In particular college, in particular, we may send you out if you say the wrong college.
Well,
USA.
no. I know you went to state, right?
I wouldn't say Warpack.
Yes, I also want to go to state.
Right. That's a good job. Good. That's good. I graduated from state. Way back when.
How long ago was that?
That was 83. Way before a lot of people y'all age would have even thought of that. Anyway, I graduated in 83 when we won the national championship. So that was the last thing something good happened to me. I went out with them. So, but what else on your bucket list? You like, getting in a good college, dunking. What else on your bucket list?
Being able to like, well, I do want to like do something like I'm afraid of doing,
What's that?
like heights.
Like,
So like skydive.
that jumping out of the plane?
Yeah.
Bro, you can have it. My nephew jumped out of a plane. Let me tell you something better to do. My youngest son found a coupon or Groupon, I believe, and he actually got to fly a plane. The pilot took him up, and then they let them fly it. Do something like that. Don't jump out the plane. You get on a small plane and fly. Okay, no. Anything else on your bucket list besides going up high and jumping? Don't jump off a cliff.
Yeah, no. It's not the plan.
No. That's about it.
Um,
Anything else on your bucket list?
Be able to get money. Like,
Legally.
yes, of course, legally.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we say money sometimes, Hey, we can go down here, corner, and make a whole lot of money. You need to do it legally. When you say something like that,
No.
Be straight up.
Get money. Getting money legally.
Legally.
Yes. Legally earn money.
Tag on it and keep investing.
Yep.
Invest. Remember that. John, what's something on your bucket list you would like to have accomplished, do?
This might be like very like non-specific, but I want to be the best at something.
That's good.
I don't really know what that would be.
Whatever it is, now, in order to be the best at it, you have to figure out what it is you want to do and then just go for it. Get better and better and better at it. So your bucket list going to consist of being the best at something. Like the GOAT, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Michael Jordan.
LeBron people, we ain't talking to you anyway. So what else would you have on your bucket list that you would like to do?
I want a mansion. That would be amazing.
Mansion.
Yeah, mansion. 11 bedrooms.
11 bedroom, 14 baths, 15 acres.
Just a lot of space I'd never use.
That's on your bucket list.
Yeah.
That's wasting money. If you really think about it.
That's a matter of opinion. I mean, that's on his bucket list. Now, he didn't say he could have that as a Airbnb.
Exactly.
How much money would he make on that kind of?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So that's his bucket list to own it. Okay. So anything else on your bucket list? But anyway, when you get that bucket list, give me a call. I want you to have a big pond out back. I'm just gonna go around to the pond and fish in it. Okay, that's all I'm doing. I don't even want to stay in the house. Right? It's too big. I get lost. All right. But I want to fish in the pond.
Okay.
So on those 15 acres, you need to have an acre pond.
All right.
Okay. What else on your bucket list? Besides the mansion.
Help somebody else achieve something that they like to do.
That's cool. To help somebody else achieve something. That's cool down the bucket list. Okay. Hey. When you get the money, let me know. I'll be that person if you need to. If, Sean, if you had, now I want you to think about this. Think about it. If you had one superpower, okay, and whether you use it at church, in the world, whatever, if you had one superpower that we see all these heroes having or whatever, what would that one superpower be?
I want to teleport.
Teleport.
Yeah.
So, be able to go from here to California and wake up at, that's teleporting, right?
Yeah.
Not Flash.
No,
Running real fast. Just
running, just
boom, boom.
Yeah.
Be able to teleport.
Right.
What would be your second superpower? If you couldn't get that one, you had to go to number 2.
Super strength.
Super strength.
Yeah.
Okay. Stronger than Superman. Super strength.
Yeah. Actually, no, because that cause problems. But I guess super speed.
Super speed.
Yeah.
So get the head of there.
Yeah.
Without hurting yourself real fast.
Yeah.
Chris.
So I've actually thought of this question before.
Really?
And, yeah. So if I had a superpower, like whatever like I think of like comes true. Like I can control that. So like let's say if like I thought it's basically like the best superpower because like if you think you can fly, you'll be able to fly.
Go ahead.
And so
that's a cool superpower.
Yeah.
Whatever you think. Yeah. So if you think you can teleport,
Yep.
you be able to
teleport.
That's not only that's your superpower, we know what it's gonna be, right? Whatever you think you can do.
Yeah.
Now let me bank off of that. Okay, now you know that superpowers, superheroes, all that's basically made up. But when it comes to thinking and doing, you can do that. Okay, now you may not, make it all the way to the stars, but you set your goals. Okay, Sean, you set your goals. You aim for whatever. Okay, now you may not get exactly where you want to, but you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna be real happy with where you at. So you got to aim, you got to plan to have those goals. You got to shoot for those stars. Okay. You got to say, okay, I'm gonna be the best at whatever it is. Now you may not own a Apple company, but you may own a company that's in North Carolina, the biggest, the best in North Carolina.
Right.
Okay, and of course you're gonna get uh, Berkshire Hathaway, some big company, gonna offer you $5 billion to buy you out, and you sell and you get that mansion. You see what I'm saying? So, but you got to aim, you got to pray about it, believe God will guide you because you're praying about it. You got to aim for the stars, and you can do it. Now, we ain't gonna always get everything we want. Okay, we ain't gonna have the perfect kids. You don't have the perfect parents. You know that they good. They ain't the perfect ones. Okay, our kids never. I got great kids. Don't get me wrong, great kids. But we always want them to do better and have more. Okay, parents gonna want that for kids. Why they think you're on your grade? Okay, why they tell you, you need to do this, get up, make your own money. They always want you to do better because they aiming for the best that you can be. Okay, but even though you ain't gonna be a superhero, aim for it and have those goals. So you will get close to where you want to be. Okay, you can do it. Hey, you ain't got to be the biggest and best in the world. You ain't even got to be the biggest and best in North Carolina. But if you're the biggest and best in Wake County, you still gonna have it going on. Okay, it's still gonna be great. What were some things you would say to me, or you would say to older people at the church that we need to tighten up on? Either one of you. What are some things that, as a leader at a church, that I need to tighten up on? I need to get better at. I need to do better. Don't. Now I ain't gonna get mad at. Yeah, I ain't gonna get mad at you, because I can take constructive criticism when it comes to anything. So, what are some things that you would say as a church leader that you just need to tighten up on that a little bit?
I mean, not you specifically, but I'd say in general communication, because I do remember us having a conversation back in Sunday school a few years ago, where we had complaints about how the youth interacted with some adults, because it wasn't really, we wouldn't always see eye to eye because it's two different perspectives. So I guess trying to find a way for each other to relate.
Okay, so you saying that we don't know how to talk to y'all? Do we talk down to you? I mean, what are you saying?
I mean, I haven't personally had that experience, but it sounded like, yeah, it was
Sounded
kind of like that.
Some of the kids feel like we talk down to you.
Yeah,
We ain't cool with you.
yeah. I don't think that's
You know,
intentional, but yeah.
we old school, right?
Right.
Old school see things different, right?
Yeah.
We tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Instead of say, hey man, come on, do that. We just say, hey, go pick that up. Right?
Yeah.
We mean we need to change our ways. Hey, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You agree.
I agree. No, I agree.
You agree too.
I do agree with
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Y'all need to change up y'all ways. Okay. Anything else?
I'd say be more open-minded.
Open mind. Open mind as far as what?
Like to more like ideas, I guess, or like, cause like some things that like we do, you don't understand, like, or you don't get why, or like why we do it, or yeah, like why we do it. So like maybe like if you tried it yourself, it's like to experience the same things like we experience, cause like I know like you guys, like when you like older people have experience, like, well, let's say
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish this up before I cut you off. Okay, go ahead.
having like my grandpa says like it was like different and
Different times.
yeah, different times.
Different times.
And so I would say like be more open minded about like that this is how like things are done like by kids like now than before.
You know what, y'all just hit on something, and I think it's very important, and we're gonna close with this. I think that if the older folks at the church or in life in general, if we just talk to y'all, communicate with you. Chris, what do you want? Sean, what do you want? Chris, what do you think I should do better? Sean, why should I do that better? Chris, explain to me the way you see this. Okay, Sean, why do you do it like this? And I don't. I think that if we did that as church people, as a church family, that y'all would see our viewpoint. Well, we would definitely see the way y'all see it differently, and y'all would see it better than where we're coming from. Cause y'all know how we are. A lot of us old school. I mean, we were told what to do it now. Don't get smacked. I will kick you. The belt's coming off in about before you can blink. Okay, we were brought up like that. Y'all more of a let's talk this out, see it my way, this way. My youngest son, he breaks stuff down to me. Makes me look crazy sometimes. Dad, you were like this, but this the way it is. So if I could say something to the church, if I could say something to the leaders, it would be get up with the young people, talk to them, see their point of view, and I guarantee you they will understand you a lot better. Young man, I appreciate you being on here with us today. I appreciate you joining me in this podcast. We may do it again. We ain't talking LeBron, but we may talk basketball. we could talk about the GOAT Jordan, but we ain't talking
LeBron.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Join us for morning worship service at 10:30 a.m. at Oak City Baptist Church, 726 Method Road in Raleigh, North Carolina, 27607. Keep striving in God's kingdom.